Mr. Kirby, Ms. Nicholson, on behalf of the state of Ohio. Ms. Nicholson.
Your Honor, it's my understanding the defendant will be pleading guilty to counts 1 and 2. The state will dismiss count 3 and 4.
All right, Mr. Kirby, is that accurate?
That's right, Judge.
Okay, the 2 counts from the indictment. Before we get to your change of plea, I'm required to go over some things with you. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, how old are you?
33.
How far did you go in school?
This courtroom hearing took an emotional turn when one defendant was given a chance to rebuild his life, while another was warned that prison was now unavoidable. What happens next is a powerful reminder that every decision in life carries consequences.
Do you want to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Nicholson.
Your Honor, if this case would have proceeded to trial, the state would have proven beyond a reasonable doubt that on or about December 29th, 2025, in the city of Mason, Warren County, Ohio, the defendant was a passenger in a vehicle that was stopped for a marked lanes violation. Ultimately, it was determined that he had an outstanding warrant. He had a backpack. He was the only male in the vehicle. There was a backpack that had men's toiletries, some small baggies, and a magnetized box that contained baggies of methamphetamine.
All right, Mr. Kirby, anything on those facts?
Nothing on the facts, Judge.
Do you admit and acknowledge that what she said is true?
Yes, Your Honor.
And again, you understand all the rights you're giving up by entering a plea of guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's your plea?
Guilty.
All right, the court will make a finding that you've made a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary waiver of your constitutional rights. And the court will accept your plea of guilty, and based upon the statement of facts in your plea, the court will make a finding of guilty. For the record, the court is going to deny the defendant's motion for intervention in lieu of conviction. Mr. Kirby.
Judge, I think that Corey's behavior on pretrial is indicative that he will be successful on probation. Last time we were in court for the pretrial, he appeared with Genesis, which he successfully completed. I know the court is aware of that. Today he's present with Full Circle. He appears to be doing well. He's sober. Full Circle reports that he is also doing well. Your Honor, we would ask to place Corey on a community control sanction. Again, I think he would be a model probationer. That's all, Judge.
Mr. Colwell, is there anything you'd like to say?
I just appreciate you giving me the opportunity to go to treatment and actually get help for once. It means a lot, and I really came a long way, and I just look forward to keep showing the court that I can be a member of society and do good.
All right, the court's considered the statements made here today. The court has reviewed the ILC assessment and will use it as a pre-sentence investigation. The purposes and principles of sentencing, the relevant seriousness and recidivism factors. The court has also considered the agreed recommended sentence of the parties and finds it to be an appropriate sentence. The court will order you to serve 6 months in prison, that to be served consecutive to your current sentence. The court finds that a consecutive sentence is necessary to punish this defendant. The court is also going to order you to complete the thinking for a change course. Now, this one's a little bit stickier, but I'm going to order you that you're not to have contact with Miss Manning. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
I know that she is going to prison or whatever. Any contact you have with her is obviously going to be recorded, so we're going to know. Look, the prosecutor has listened to some of her jail calls recently. She's not doing well, and she's going to drag you down. Okay, so you have started off you guys are on different trajectories right now. She's going this way and you're going this way, and if you go back and start to have contact with her, she's going to drag you down.
This is not Miss Manning's first foray into the criminal justice system. I think this is her most serious involvement. We will defer to the court as to the amount of time the court deems is appropriate. She does seem to have extensive contacts, even while she has been incarcerated, with individuals who themselves are interconnected in the criminal justice system. We'd ask the court to consider that. She has 91 days of jail time credit. There is no reimbursement requested.
If she could just get away from these people that she's been growing up with since she was like 15 years old, she'd probably be in a lot better situation than we are today. And I'd really like you to consider giving her minimum time.
Miss Manning, anything you want me to know?
I understand I was wrong, and no.
What's it going to take to get your attention to get you to stop hanging around, if it's the people you're hanging around with, or what's it gonna take?
I just haven't had no support or family, and they're just all I really knew, or like anywhere I had to really go, because I got taken away and I was in the system, and I just didn't really have nobody.
Well, when you turn to people, is Jason Norton, is he incarcerated now?
I don't know, that's what Roxanne said, but I don't know.
Do you believe that he is?
If it happened recently, he gets incarcerated a lot.
Well, when you hang around with people that are doing drugs and breaking the law and in and out of jail, in and out of prison, this is what ends up happening. Now you found yourself in a situation where the only discretion I have is picking a number between 2 and 8. That's the limit of my discretion, because this is now a mandatory prison sentence. So you're going to prison today. What is it going to be enough? I'm trying to find out what makes you tick so that you don't keep coming back. Now you see what the bad decision, the consequences of that are. I mean, if this is the life you want, that's fine, and we can just keep doing this over and over, keep sending you to prison. If this is the life you want, you have 4 kids?
Yeah.
One of them's adopted out. Who has custody of the other 3?
His family.
His family.
I don't have.
These kids don't stand a chance. I mean, is this the life that you want for your kids?
No.
At what point in time are you going to step up and break this cycle?
I'm ready. I'm sorry, it took me coming to where I'm at to be ready, but like I said, I'm embarrassed that it took me so long to realize what's really going on in my life and where I'm going, and now that I'm almost 28 years old, but I plan to change and do better and learn from this.
Consecutive to any additional prison time that you get sentenced to. I'm going to find that he's indigent to All right, you have a right to appeal the court's decision of your sentence to the 12th District Court of Appeals. If you want to appeal, you must file your notice within 30 days of today's date. If you can't afford to pay for the transcript or anything necessary for your appeal, including an attorney, that can all be provided to you at no cost. Ms. Nicholson, did I leave anything else?
I don't believe so, no, Your Honor.
Started off great. I really, really don't want to see you go backwards on this, so please, I mean, just follow the rules. If you can get your life back together now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
We'll remove the monitor.
In the final result, the court accepted the guilty plea and sentenced the defendant to 6 months in prison to run consecutive to his current sentence, while also ordering rehabilitation courses and strict no-contact conditions. The judge made it clear that this was a turning point, either continue moving forward or risk falling back into the same destructive cycle.